For today's show and tell, I'm going to go through a few video examples of the animated explainers and what it can do. I'll walk through some use cases and I'll jump into a product walkthrough. I'm not going to go very in-depth or very technical. If you have any questions, our CSM team is definitely here for you. So reach out to your team, account managers afterwards. But it's already in your account. You already have access to animated explainers in your Lumen5 accounts. So jump in, make some videos, and today I'm hoping to show you what some of those look like. So, quick question to kick us off. Do you have complex products or processes or ideas to share and need to explain them clearly, fast, and at scale? And ultimately, without spending the entire year's budget, as all of us in marketing understand, we have limited budgets. We have to be very picky and choosy over where we spend them, but there's always content that we want to create. So, introducing drumroll Lumen5's animated explainer videos. So I might be dating myself here, but for all of us who know this and sees this and understand what this means, this was the old AV-TV video cart that was pushed around the classrooms. When we saw this, we just sat back and watched some videos, and this is no different for now. So what I'm going to do is show 6, maybe 7 videos here to start as examples of what some of our beta customers have created. So the topics range from business tips to educational content, health management, ad videos, where customers have taken existing blogs or customer case studies, research papers, white papers, and guides, and created them into animated videos where the script does the heavy lifting and the visuals keep the attention. So making the videos that they found to be more effective than just having the written content itself. So some of these videos, I'm not going to show them end to end, beginning to end. So we're not watching the whole thing, but notice the style, the voiceover, the movement. So I'll start each video and I'll kind of jump through the video and demonstrate some of the videos, and then I'll get into how we make them. So kicking off video number 1, this was an Airbnb explainer video.
You started hosting for extra income. But now it feels like you're always managing everything from your phone. Like a guest who messages during dinner or a cleaner that texts you at midnight. And those late check-ins, that can really swallow your whole evening. All of this pressure pushes you toward 2 bad choices. Doing everything yourself, or hand it to a property manager and lose the control you built. But there's a third option called co-hosting. You keep the listing and the final decisions while another person helps run the day-to-day work that keeps interrupting.
Here, I'll just kind of buzz through this video so you can see what the rest of it looks like. But this is a great video from Airbnb that talks about co-hosting, explains what that is, and attracts folks to join Airbnb.
An Airbnb co-host, it always feels like your house runs by itself, so you can enjoy the income without managing every task.
Great. This next video is an explainer video on business needs.
Most people start a business for one reason: freedom. Not from work, but from being told what to do with it. What they find instead is this: the business needs them for everything.
Oh, she looks stressed out there. Okay, so we're gonna walk through this video as well. And this video is about training your folks and having them understand the processes that goes into running a business. And being able to trust your team with everything else that you have.
That is the start of scaling. If they can't, that is exactly where to begin, and that is where scaling starts.
A little context, that's Joel. He's our creative services director, a creative director here with us at Lumen5, and it'd be funny to put him in one of our videos. This one's really cool. This one's a video created by New York University, Langone Health, around motor cortex reflexes and what that means. So they created this really quickly within their beta trial.
High in the cloud forests of Costa Rica lives a tiny mouse with a big voice. The Austin singing mouse belts out songs of nearly 100 notes. And when two males meet, they take turns, just like people having a conversation. That makes these mice very special. Most lab mice squeak in ways we can't even hear, and they don't trade sounds back and forth. But the mouse in the study...
So this goes about conversating and how the human brain works, and getting really technical into the different areas of the brain that make this function available for us to have conversations with each other.
Maybe what lets humans hold a conversation using nearly 100 muscles at once. And by understanding it, scientists hope to help the millions of people whose conversations have been interrupted by stroke, autism, or other conditions, giving them back their voice.
This next one was one of my favorites as well. It's about eating different kinds of fruit. And
most people think eating fruit is simple. Grab an apple, eat a banana, maybe drink some orange juice. And you think it's healthy enough, right? Not quite, because eating fruit and eating the right variety of fruit are two different habits. The problem is not whether you eat fruit, it is whether you eat enough different fruit. Because your body is not one system, it is many systems working at the same time.
So it kind of goes through and talks about the body system and which fruit is good for which body part and what it does for you and all the different types of benefits that comes from the different types of fruit.
It's that simple. Fresh, frozen, dried or blended into a smoothie. It all counts. So next time you reach for the same fruit, try a different one. Your body doesn't need more fruit, it needs more variety.
So by now we've seen a handful of videos, and I hope you've noticed the different formats and animation styles of each of the videos, all created in Lumen5 with the focus on the script, explaining what it is, detailing what it is, and the
Is
visuals
Ozempic
as
a
well.
breakthrough medicine or just the latest weight loss trend? Ozempic is the
So this one's a really cool animation style as well of explaining Ozempic.
and whether lifestyle changes or other treatments should come first. And if you're using it for weight loss, make sure you're on an approved, properly prescribed version. And that's your health facts of the day.
These are great for explaining complex processes. This one is cool. This one's from Siemens, which is a partnership PR video that
Ontario needs much more electricity by 2050, about 75% more. To meet that demand, power plants must produce more while polluting less. Atura Power's Halton Hills station uses natural gas, but its combined cycle design captures waste heat to make extra electricity, like getting more mileage.
So for this one, you can notice that they use their classic Lumen5 creator to go through some of the different scene designs that they have, which is branded to Siemens, and discuss and talk about the partnership video. So they took this from one of their online blogs and created a video for it, posting it online and just driving viewership back to their existing blog. This next one, last one here, is by Hootsuite that talks about social listening. And this one was created from one of their reports.
What if you could hear every conversation happening about your brand online right now? That's social listening. It's the practice of tracking social media, forums, and websites to understand what people are saying about your brand, your competitors, and in your industry. But it goes beyond just watching. Social listening analyzes why people are talking, uncovers trends, surfaces customer pain points, and turns all of that noise into...
We can see this going through that talks about social listening.
Click here to access the strategy guide by Hootsuite on social media listening and learn more today.
Great, and then they drive this back to their social listening guide with more viewership. So as you can see, this is Ryan Holmes, which is their CEO and founder. They were able to animate a version of him in this video to add a little bit of a personal touch, along with their little red owl as their mascot as well. Also able
Y si pudieras escuchar cada conversación que ocurre sobre tu marca en línea, en este momento, eso es la escucha.
So if you're a customer of Lumen5, you understand that we support a bunch of different languages and we can translate your videos into different languages as well. which really makes us a really cool global tool to use. So hopefully you saw the different styles of videos and the different animation styles that we have as well, that some of the customers have created, that we'll go through as well. So the next part here is around use cases. As you saw, there's a few different use cases that I just showed, some for explaining things, some for connecting customers with different use cases. Essentially, we surveyed our beta customers to ask where they think they could use animated explainers, and all throughout our research, these are the top things that came up to be really effective areas for animated explainers. There's so many different use cases across an enterprise organization, especially within sales and marketing, for use within top of funnel explainers, explaining what the awareness content, what does a product do? Competitive differentiators, email outreach, amazing for trade shows and events content. That was one that continued to come up as well. For customer success and adoption, onboarding walkthroughs, training customers about the products that they'll actually watch. Feature adoption videos, like I just mentioned, where we're sharing a brand new feature to help with customers' adoption of that feature. How to FAQ videos, what's new video releases, within people and ops, learning and development and comms, new hire onboarding, compliance and training, helping folks really retain what we're trying to share the messaging on, change management updates, soft skill trainings. So a lot of different use cases that had come up during our conversations with our beta customers, and sharing those here. But curious to see and understand what you're thinking some of the different use cases are. But yeah, share that with our team in chat. So now the exciting part, I'm going to hop into the product and show you how it's done and how we're creating this right now. So for all of you here as existing customers, this shouldn't be any different from what you're seeing today as the classic Lumen5 creator. And it's just right here, create an animated explainer. So once we click into that, we hop into, whoops, this scene is happening now. We're talking about an animated explainer webinar. So this is the scene of all of the different templates that we've created for you to use and create the videos on. You can see the Lucid style, which is the Hootsuite video that you just saw earlier. The claymation style that you saw with the Airbnb video. There's a really cool anime one that has that style. So all of these different styles as well. For enterprise customers, you're not new to this as well. We're able to create a custom animation style just for yourself, just for your brand, whatever that looks like as well, similar to your custom branded template. That's only available to you and your organization, that we can create for you as well from our creative services team and through professional services. So if you have a style that you're looking for that's specific to your company, your brand, let us know and we can create that for you as well. Very similar to the ways that we've created the branded template for your company. But in today's use cases, these are the public templates and public animation styles that we have currently. Always going to be creating more as well to add to this list. But for today, I'm going to pick one of these and just kind of go through what that looks like. I love running, I'm a runner, and I like this animation style, so I'll just pick Serenity as my style for the demo today. As usual, we can select a video format for what we're going for. And from here, this is the pick stage, the animated explainers creation page that you're going to be at. So if you're here, once I've picked my style, I'm just going to continue to the next step. Now, earlier I talked about the script doing the heavy lifting, and that is what animated explainers, or that's what the explainer part of the animated explainers is really about. So your script, once you create the script, that's the thing, the information that's going to carry the video. So whether you do something that's trying to explain a complex topic like motor cortex reflexes, I always trip over that word, or whether you're trying to promote a blog that you've just written or a case study that you've spent many, many months putting together and driving eyes back to that, your script is what's going to carry the video, and the animation part, the visuals, is going to help keep people to your script. So here we can describe your video, you can paste a script, import a URL as Lumen5, or upload a document. target duration as usual, and we can pick the AI voice that you'd like to go with as well. So there's a lot of voices to pick from. If you've used Lumen5, you can also pick there as well. If you've uploaded your own voice, you can as well. As you can see, my name is here. I'm not going to use my voice, but we can pick my voice. Maybe I will. I'll just pick my voice to apply that, see what that sounds like. But for today, I am going to use this article just from our blog. This is an article about the content-led buyer's journey. This is something that I've spoken on and very passionate about over the last long little bit of while, where in the very beginning stages of buying, it used to be sales-led, and now it's marketing content-led, just due to a lot of different changes. So this is a very long article that talks about the shift from sales-led to content-led buying, what content-led buying journey looks like, the different stages of marketing, how marketing must become a revenue engine. So there's a lot of things here. What I could do is copy the URL and pop that into this section here. But for what I would like to do for today is just focus on a specific area. I'd like to focus on the shift from sales-led to content-led buying. And when I say this, I mean, in the very beginning, sales held all the power of selling because they had all the information. But through generational change, through technology advancements, through a crowded vendor landscape, that slowly shifted from sales to content. People want to do their own research. People want to, go online and read their own content and find out what they're actually getting into before they ever talk to a sales rep. And that's the shift between sales-led to content-led buying. All of us as marketers understand this. This is why we put out so much content out there for our customers to find, for our customers to read, which hopefully will drive them to our company, calling our sales team. And then from there, the sales process begins. But I'm going to make a little animated video talking about that and kind of highlighting that and explaining what that shift is from sales-led to content-led. So there's three key parts: generational change, technology and information access, crowded vendor landscape. So I'm just going to copy this text here that I want and just paste it into here. And then I'm going to ask it to rewrite as an explainer and generate a script. From here, our backend and AI piece creates the script for us. So you can read through this script, what that looks like. It doesn't quite have the 3 points that I want, so I'm just going to highlight, what is it called? The 3 forces driving this shift. Number 3 forces driving this shift in the script. Okay, now we're looking at first, young buyers want a research loan. Second, reviews. Third, when a community. Okay, so I'm decently happy with this script. This is an area that you can spend a lot of time on as well, but for our purpose today, I'm just going to go with what this script says just to take us through. But yeah, take your time in generating the script that you want, and I'll continue to the next step. So video ingredients is interesting. Video ingredients is an area that you can download, upload any images, videos, or different styles that you'd like in your video. As we saw in the Hootsuite example, they downloaded or uploaded an image of their CEO and used him as one of the ingredients within the video. They downloaded the owl, the red owl, which was also used as an ingredient in the video, which you can do as well. But for our purposes today, I'm just going to skip this step. And this stage here, now it's generating the animation. This is where the magic happens, and this is where you'll spend the majority of your time creating the video. What it's going to do is going to take my script and read what each line has said, and then create an image for me to work with. And this is a storyboard format. So in classic Lumen5 creation style, which if you've used Lumen5 in the past, you'll understand this as well, where each scene is the ability for us to go in, spend time, and create the exact scene that we're looking for. And this is no different. So now for years, the sales rep owned the sale, and it goes through the scene by scene of what I've created, and this is my script, right? That we're trying to go to. This is where we spend the majority of our time. So you can spend 5 minutes here with honing down the image, describing what you're looking for, and then animating it. You can spend an hour depending on how deep and in depth you want to go. For our purposes today, I've created this same scene, same video, same script from this same blog for us to go through. So we can save some time here as well. So looking at this script, sales used to control the whole buying journey. Sales rep held all the answers like I talked about. So buyers had to start there. Three forces now pull the buyer towards the content. So every line has its own scene and image. Now I'm going to focus on the scene one here, and every scene afterwards will also follow. So this is the scene it generated for me. But maybe I'm thinking it's a little sparse. So I want to add two other people to this scene around the table and add some plants, because who doesn't like plants? To the office space. And I'll update the image and see what that does. Once I've created the image that I like, I will animate this scene and make it move and give some life to it, essentially. See what this comes up with. Perfect. It added two other people. This gentleman standing there, he's speaking to it. I can continue to add to the scene as well for depending on what I'm looking for. Again, this is where you can give prompts and share the information that you'd like to see. Once I like it, if I want to go with the scene, I just click animate this image. Animating this image gives you this option as well. So you can have the motion prompt, you can have the camera static. The standing person makes a small presenting gesture to the table. I'm going to say presenting table with both arms. The seated people remain still with only slight natural posture shifts. Sure, we'll go with that. But from here, we can also do other things like make one of them stand up, or have one of them put their hands across their face. So if I'm happy with this, and let's say I am, I'm just going to animate this image. And what it's doing now is animating the image. So from here, you can see I've done this with all of the other scenes as well, where I've given it instructions, right? So for this one, we started off with this scene. And then I've moved it to this scene where the person's standing in front and speaking. And then from there, I gave it instructions to have talk bubbles around it. So this was the final scene that it came out with. So from here, same thing, static camera, standing person, speech bubbles. I can give it instructions as well. I'm just going to animate this image as well. So I've gone through and I've done this with some of the other images and videos as well. And from there, you can see some of the other scenes that I've done. So from this one, this scene started off with this gentleman standing in a bare background, but I wanted to make him in an office space, but that looked like a bare office space. And I asked it to add people, add plants, because who doesn't like plants in an office space? And we've gone through and done the same thing with the rest of these videos and images. And that's where we spend the majority of our time, scene by scene, giving it instructions on what to do, what to ask it for. And in the end, let's see if the first scene has rendered. Still editing right now. So these two are creating the animated scenes that we're going to be seeing in our final video. And once that's complete, we can watch the final video here. So let's see what that looks like right now. We can always watch this video while it's still rendering and while it's still animating the scenes. So I'm just gonna see what this looks like. As you can see on here, scene 1 and 2 are still animating. 3, 4, 5, and all the way to 16 have been animated already. And I'll just go full screen to see what that looks like for now.
Used to control the whole buying journey. I
think it's done.
So buyers had to start there. They had no choice but to control the whole buying journey. Once upon a time, a sales rep held all of the answers. So buyers had to start there. They had no choice. But that world is gone. Three forces now pull the buyer toward content before sales ever enters the room. Number 1, generational changes. Millennial and Gen Z buyers want autonomy and the ability to research on their own time, skipping sales, and the ability to. Number 2, technology makes that easy. Reviews, landing pages, explainer videos, social posts, and AI assistants can compare options in seconds. Number 3, a crowded market make the old sales tours impossible. When a committee is choosing between dozens of vendors, No one wants to sit through 12 intro calls. The result is a buyer who expects content, not cold calls, to guide them. Learn more about how to structure a content-led buyer's journey with Lumen5. Click below.
All right, so from there you can see the scene stitched together, the animation styles that I wanted. I gave it the instructions. This one, let's see.
Sales used to control the whole buying journey.
Perfect. Yeah, so it did what I asked it to, and same with all the different scenes stitched together. You can play the voiceover here. You can also change the voiceover in
Sales used to control the whole buying journey.
You can change the AI voice throughout the video. So if you're not quite liking this AI voice, you can change to a different one for the video as well. So a lot of different controls that you can do. So let's say I like this video right now within the animation. What I'm going to do is open it in the editor, which as a Lumen5 user, you'll be very familiar with the next scene, which takes you to our classic Lumen5 creator platform. So now this just pops in the animation that I've just created. And from here, I'm able to add different watermarks. If I wanted to, I can add different captions. So now we can see what this looks like.
Sales used to control the whole buying journey.
I can add music. I can go back to my scene design. So everything here is in the classic Lumen5 creator, and then you just exported that animation back into the Lumen5 creator. Now, if there's a scene that you might not be looking as fitting, you can always return to the animation editor, which allows you to go back to the scene that I was just at to reanimate or change or edit some of the scenes that you're not liking in order to work back and forth within the video as well. But now here you can see how I've created the video, brought it into the classic Lumen5. Now here I'm able to add music, add different media scenes. I can add all the different pieces that I could always add with the classic Lumen5 creator. And off we go. Once we're done, we publish it as usual, and it downloads as MP4 and post it, link it, share it, whatever we'd like to do. So that was a quick walkthrough of the Lumen5 animated explainer video creator stage. Like I said, you all have it in your environments. You all have it in your accounts right now. So yeah, feel free, play around, log in, try out some videos, let us know what you think about it. But the big question is, how many more animated explainer videos would you create if it didn't cost thousands and take weeks, as we have seen in the past? So hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of this as well. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your CSM or connect with me as well. There's my email down below, pius@lumen5.com. Really happy to be bringing this to you, and hopefully we'll see some usage and some great videos coming out. Thanks for joining us today. I'm not sure, I haven't kept an eye on the chat, so I apologize for that, but I think my team's been active on there. But yeah, we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.